While the days of being a young adult, uncertain about how to navigate the path of life in front of me, have long passed, I do generally find that I'm still able to relate to games with a narrative focused on the final critical stage of reaching adulthood. Blue Wednesday is absolutely one of those experiences where you currently being in the right stage of life, or at least being able to empathize with it, should be a prerequisite. In it, you'll play the part of Morris, a young and single man who is struggling to find his way. While he aspires to be a jazz musician, he's finding that simply paying the bills and getting by is standing in the way of those dreams. Nevertheless, even through various disappointments, there are still glimmers of hope, which serves as a great hook to keep playing and trying to see things through. Outside of the story, the game's other focus is absolutely some great jazz music and working through a small variety of mini-games that typically accompany it. The most common one is reminiscent of popular rhythm games, where your goal is to hit the right notes as they cross the line, but the somewhat unusual aspect of the experience is that getting it all right isn't the focus. Sure, the game will acknowledge your missed notes, but you'll continue to play on, not needing to fret over being a little late or early or getting your fingers tied in knots. These games seem to instead just serve to get you more invested in the spirit and the groove of the different tracks, which are all pretty wonderful as a whole. The result is an interesting mix of a very laid-back and quite casual rhythm game that takes a back seat to an outstanding soundtrack and a coming-of-age story. If you're not a fan of jazz or a fair amount of 20-something angst, it will likely be a terrible option, without a doubt. If, however, you appreciate some mellow tunes, some inventive visuals, and getting to watch someone come into their own, even if a bit painfully in spots, it's absolutely worth a look. Overall, my final score for the game ended up being an 8.3. And if you're interested in picking it up, it's currently available on the Switch eShop for $14.99. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this review. And if you'd like more information or ideas of indie games worth checking out on Switch, be sure to click on the link provided in the description. Until next time,